Ooh, spooky. We got another scary reaction. Link's going to be in the description. Let's watch it together.
Hunter Mathis lives in a historic home in Memphis, Tennessee that was built in 1859. The house sits across from a forensic center where actual autopsies are often performed. One night when Hunter is home alone, he spots someone wearing a hat just standing on his front porch.
A hat?
And this is when things start to get really creepy.
Oh no.
What in the actual hell? There's literally...
Now, Hunter says that he opened the door because, unfortunately, having strangers standing on his doorstep is a common problem, but it's usually easily solved.
We live in downtown Memphis, which means we're used to having a homeless population. Usually when it rains, we will have homeless people walk up on the porch, and it is sad, but we do have to ask them to leave because we're on a private property. Every time I have had to ask a homeless person to get off the porch, they've always been kind, sweet, or just listened. They're just like you and me. They're just in much rougher circumstances. I was perplexed in the video because I thought, I didn't pay attention to the light passing through the shadow. I was like, it's not raining. Why is someone on my front porch? I get that to a lot of you in your everyday lives, that's not a good call. And probably moving forward, I won't do that. But I've been in that situation multiple times and I just didn't think anything about it.
Now, Hunter has even tried to debunk his own video to figure out exactly what he could have saw at his door that night, but it still just doesn't make sense.
The front of our house where somebody would be, for them to run, where would they have to hide? It goes straight out, guts out. This way, another commercial building, it juts out. They would also have to jump down into this drop of a fence and go that way.
Hunter says that he has lived in the house for 2 years, but he has never experienced anything like this. So just who or what did he see at his door?
I don't know.
Next up, a woman is recording a video with her daughter to show off her new blue LED pool lights. But when she reviews her clip, she notices that she accidentally caught something that is downright creepy. Some odd translucent figure seems to eerily float around the edge of the pool, passing right through the woman's daughter. So are these figures just a trick of the light? Or did these people capture real evidence of the supernatural? A little visit. Nuke's Top 5 viewer Jose Gonzalez sent me this strange footage that was captured just outside an apartment complex in Southern California. Jose says that the footage was caught by a family friend on a door cam just outside her apartment. It shows something that is truly bizarre.
You in California, not only is it expensive, but you also have to deal with a ghost.
That seems to be walking on 2 legs moves under the stairs. Then, as a woman passes by, it seems to press itself up against the wall to avoid her attention. Then, the little figure quickly crawls between the steps and disappears out of sight. Weirdly, whatever this is almost looks like it's dressed in a tiny little robe. Now, Jose believes that the security cam caught a duende, a mischievous creature from Spanish and Latin American folklore that is said to be similar to a gnome or leprechaun. But let me know what you think this is. Through the eyes of a child. A young woman named Kyla says that she once saw a ghost when she was only 3 years old. Her aunt is filming her at the table when suddenly this happens.
Look, the apple! Don't come in here, okay? Stay in there. Stay in there in the living room. Don't come in here, okay? I won't let you anymore. I'm just gonna
That's scary.
Who you talking to?
I don't like that.
Who are you talking to?
I don't want to see no.
Huh?
I don't like that one.
Well, who? You don't like who? What, baby? Like what?
Okay, guys.
It's now 15 years later and Kyla is 18. She says she has very little memory of this specific incident.
So basically, me and my aunt, I was at my aunt's house. My grandma lived down the street, and I guess my mom was at work. We were just eating potato soup, and I guess I saw something or someone on the stairs, and I was like, don't you come in here. And they just kept getting closer to me, and you could see that I'm looking that way. And I'm just like, you know, because it's coming at me, and I'm like, get away.
Who are you talking to?
I don't like that.
Now we go to Wichita, Kansas, where Nuke's Top 5 viewer Dallas Clark says that she's worried that her home might be haunted after her Ring camera captures a very strange conversation. You see, her young son seems to be having an argument with someone, but the problem is he's in his room all alone.
Won't talk? You don't talk to me. Wait, ghost man. Ghost man, ghost man. Ghost man, you say yes. Your eyes
Hey there.
stupid. You don't like you and well. Yeah. You want to talk to me, ghost?
That's crazy.
Huh? You want to talk? You want to talk, ghost? You want to talk to me? I'm gonna beat you up. Cause if you don't be quiet now, I'll go. Whoa, ghost.
The toddler seems to be speaking to an invisible entity that he has named, quote, Ghost Man. The boy even goes so far as to threaten to beat up Ghost Man.
I'm gonna beat you up. Cause if you don't be quiet now,
The little boy even yells for the ghost to leave.
I'll go. Whoa, ghost.
Dallas says that her son still speaks to, quote, Ghost Man, and that she has captured other spooky disturbances all around her home. Another family in Houston, Texas has a similar strange experience with their 1-year-old daughter. One evening, Tiffany Matthews notices that her little girl is looking at something in their kitchen, and that's when things get really weird.
Y'all, I don't know who she playing with, but it's an invisible person, and they're tickling her.
They're doing love for that.
Stop.
Who playing with you, baby?
And I pray so much, it can't be no bad spirit in here. 'Cause I pray so much over this house.
Hey, you play with your granny? You play with your granny? You play with your granny?
She is really interacting. Oh my goodness.
This look like a normal thing to them. That's crazy.
Oh my goodness.
Little 1-year-old Trinity can be seen happily reacting to something her family just can't see. The child's mother believes that whatever this is can't be anything malicious. She thinks that her daughter is probably playing with the loving spirit of her grandmother. So do you think this is all just a child's overactive imagination? Or just what are these young children seeing? You decide. If you see something that you think would be perfect for the top 5, email me at nukestop5@gmail.com. You can also tag me on TikTok at nukestop5official, and be sure to tag me only at nukestop5official because there are a lot of fake accounts on there. Ghost hunts gone wrong. In this next video, a ghost hunter named Alex is exploring a haunted house where he hears a rumbling noise coming from a nearby wardrobe. The mirror on the wardrobe burst outward, sending sharp shards of glass flying towards Alex, barely missing him. But there's something even weirder here. Because, did you see it? Some bizarre shadow figure comes flying right out of the mirror and darts across the room so fast that Alex doesn't even notice. He checks the inside of the wardrobe, but there's nothing there. Mark Sebastian is staying at the infamous Stanley Hotel in Estes Park, Colorado. The Stanley Hotel is said to be one of the most haunted hotels in North America, and is most famously known as the inspiration for the Stephen King book and subsequent movie, The Shining. Turns out that the hotel does live up to its spooky reputation. As Mark is filming the outside of the hotel late one night, he captures this.
Imagine being able
to get off my screen. I mean, you went to a haunted hotel to film it. What do you expect to capture?
Window, right here. Shh, you hear that?
A dark figure seems to peek out of one of the hotel's upper windows. But what's especially creepy is that this room is closed and locked off. Inaccessible to
no
the
amount of
public.
content can make me do this. Not even gonna lie to you all.
There's no one there.
Even the hotel staff can't explain Mark's strange, ghostly capture, as no member of the staff patrols that room, and it's not open to hotel guests.
Really creepy though.
Isn't that
I don't
creepy?
think it's supposed to be explainable.
Me too.
You should show the tours.
Okay, I'll show the tours downstairs.
Please do.
Okay.
Really enjoy.
I confirmed with the staff that no one was in there. They don't do patrols inside of that room. And most certainly not at 2:30 a.m.
I want to let you know that I was on live the entire night that night. So there are at least 1,000 people who saw the events of the footage you just saw play out in real time. It's a locked whiskey bar that is only open for private events. And as soon as I saw Mr. Shadow Man show his ass, I ran up to the door of that room that is on that little patio that you can see in the video, shined a flashlight in and showed that there was no one in there.
So just who or what did Mark see? Let me know what you think. This next clip was sent to me by Nuke's Top 5 viewer Zach.
I love YouTube, but please don't ever ask me to go explore some abandoned haunted building, because it's not happening.
S. He says that just after
For real,
midnight,
though.
he and his friend Brandon were exploring a tunnel in Shinks Ferry, Pennsylvania, that locals claim is extremely haunted. As the guys look around, something happens that chills them to their core.
Yeah, that looks like somewhere you're not supposed to go in.
Seriously, what is that? I hear it sounds like boots, like wet boots walking over here.
Well, I heard that too, but did you hear the like low, like?
Yeah!
It's like a male.
Yeah, that's what I was describing as a growl.
It's like a male grunting.
Same? What the
The two
Yeah,
guys
get out of
hear
there.
what sounds like a person moving in the tunnel, which kind of freaks them out. But as they go to check it out, they hear what almost sounds like a loud wailing moan from somewhere very close by. This sends the guys screaming back to their car in absolute terror.
I bet it does. It would send me back to my car too.
So did Zach and Brandon hear a ghost tromping around and whooping it up? Well, you decide. Caught on camera. Now, I don't usually feature scary photos on the channel because they're just too easy to fake. But I found these pictures especially interesting just because they're so strange and seem much harder to manipulate. Now, first up, some women were on a girls' trip to celebrate one of the women's birthdays. There were no husbands or boyfriends and no children in attendance. So one of the women snapped a live photo on her iPhone and captured this.
I don't know what is captured.
Did you see it? On the right side of the picture,
Oh,
a
yeah.
small boy who seems to be absolutely colorless appears over the women's shoulders. Now, if you don't
That's
know,
crazy.
an iPhone Live photo captures a few frames before the photo and a few frames after. And if you look closely, this little
What if
pale
that's
gray
like one of
boy
their
actually
kids or
seems to
something?
be
That's crazy.
moving. The women say that they have no idea who this boy could be, as there were absolutely no children around anywhere.
They don't even have any idea.
Next up, a young
Wow.
woman named Tegan is taking a picture with her boyfriend. But later when she
Spooky.
prints the photo out, she notices something very odd in the background. A very tall, thin man with indistinct features and hollow eyes can be seen watching them. The couple claims that the strange man with seemingly extra long limbs was not there when they took the picture. Destination unknown. Now, this story is about a different kind of scare, one that you might not take seriously, but maybe you should. Back in 2003, the movie Final Destination 2 was released, and it featured this classic horror scene involving a log truck.
If you don't know about the log truck, I hate riding behind trucks for real.
Now, this movie scene became so iconic that when the new Final Destination movie was released earlier this year, the movie studio actually put ads on log trucks.
Lost more than 5,000 games with zero setup.
Shut up.
Now, the Final Destination 2 log truck scene pretty much influenced the driving habits of a whole generation.
And this is what Final Destination did to the millennials. Look.
Nobody's behind that truck. Not one car in the lane. F
you.
But some people didn't see Final Destination 2, or maybe they just didn't take it seriously.
This guy has never watched Final Destination 2 because why are we following this jam?
Tori, every single millennial is terrified, and you have, oh my gosh, we're cruising behind the lumber truck.
They have to strap those down.
Oh, I bet they said that in the movie too.
But here's what makes the Final Destination log truck scene especially creepy, because sometimes it actually happens.
Arriving behind the Final Destination truck, keeping our distance. For some reason, they're gonna lose it. Swear to God, they're gonna lose the log. Happening! It's happening!
Oh no.
It's happening! Oh my God, I have my camera out. Oh my God!
And if you're saying, yeah, well, that's not like the movie, the log just fell off the side, even though the driver weirdly just kept going.
That could have went
no,
way worse though.
As I said before, this has actually happened.
No way. Oh.
Crazy, boy.
That is crazy, boy.
So, is it scary or just a public service message? Either way, just do not drive behind a log truck.
Bro, that looks like the log was about to hit his face.
A guy named Kyle Anthony says that lately
You gotta
he's been
thank
hearing
God.
strange sounds around his house. Oddly enough, he says that the sounds are coming from beneath his house, in the house's crawl space.
Oh no.
He
That's
sets
probably
up
a
the camera
homeless
down there
person or
to see
something.
what's going on. What he captures makes his blood run cold.
I just saw the scariest thing I've ever seen in my life. Watch this.
What you captured, my boy? What is that?
Kyle's camera captures what looks like a person or something hiding in a tiny crawl space underneath his house. Thinking it might be some strange person actually living underneath his home, he goes into his house's crawl space to check it out.
I can't sleep. There's a security camera. I don't know what else.
You better have a gun or something going down there, bro.
I'm not seeing anything. I don't know what this tarp is. Whether or not there's anything underneath it. I don't see anything. I don't see any signs of life. I don't see any signs of afterlife. I'm gonna get the heck out of here.
Kyle
that's what you might want to do.
Even crawls his way into the space underneath his house, but there's just no one there. So what do you think this is? Let me know. Sensing something bad. A guy named Nick
Yo, love you all. PLAKZ.